Hey, this is Tuhon Aditya from LightHaven. Today we're going to be working on some double knife flow. We're going to take a relatively common double knife combination. The point of today is to sort of demonstrate how a lot of times when you're given these combinations or these flows, they should be treated like a template in which you can always add or subtract things depending on what you're trying to do and depending on your context. So I'm going to be showing you one flow, and then I'm going to be showing you 3 different entries and variations of that same flow that you can get without really changing much within the drill. Before we begin though, it would mean a lot if you would subscribe to the channel. At the end of this video, if you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. If you have anything to add to the discussion, leave that in the comments below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. We've restarted our residential program in Goa, so if you want to come down here, train with us in Pekiti, live with us, train with us, check out the link I'm going to leave down below. Get in touch with us, and we hope to see you soon. We're going to start with just doing our open triangle footwork. So Neha's going to step to her left, I step to my left, same on the right. Now as we step, our forearms are going to meet, knife pointing at my opponent, other hand under the armpit protecting all of this stuff. If you want, you can have this little rotation in between. Come back, touch, touch. This is where we're going to begin from. From here, the first one is as I make contact, I'm going to clear this line. I'm going to clear the path for this weapon to come through, cut. So one more time, same side. This clears, cut. Now with this hand, I'm going to drop that down onto that elbow. Scoop behind, this knife comes behind the head, and I'm going to get behind. I do not want to stay here because the other knife is there. I want to make sure I get behind. This knife is controlling that neck. This knife has that lock in here, and I'm in control. One more time, make contact. I'm going to pull this down, clearing the line for this other weapon. Then this is going to come down on that elbow. This goes behind the head. This snakes in for a lock. I come behind. That's going to be a base template. That's a pretty common one that you would see quite often. That's going to be a base template. Now from here, I'm going to start showing you a couple of different options or variations that you can derive from this. Honestly, what you eventually come up with is only up to your imagination, as long as it makes sense within that context. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to add another cut. So same thing, we're going to begin. It's all the same thing. I'm going to first clear this line, but now as this hand goes to the elbow, this hand is going to come up for another cut and then go behind the head. One more time, this hand clears, that's the cut. As this hand goes down to the elbow, this hand is going to come up for the cut, and then I do the lock as normal. One thing you want to be careful of is that as I guide this hand away and then down, I still want to be pushing it towards her body. I don't want this to happen. I'm pushing it away from my body towards her body, and then I'm going to go for that lock. At the same time, I cannot stay here because of that knife, so I'm looking to turn, turn, turn. Either the knife comes cutting through or it just comes directly onto the head, and I'm looking to push down. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a cut to the hand first. The drill is the same. We're going to still begin like this. You can have the rotation. Now as I make contact with that forearm, this hand is going to come up with a cut. So as I make contact with this, the bottom hand is going to come up with this rising cut. From here it's going to be the same. This goes down, this comes up to that neck, and come back for that lock. So again, you're doing the drill. Bang, bang. As this happens, it's going to come up with that cut. Drop down, cut, lock. We make forearm to forearm. As that happens, so you can in the beginning go 1, 2, but eventually you want to be able to go 1 together. As I As I make contact, I pull that down, drop this, that knife comes up, I go for that lock. Please make sure that you still have this frame first, and you don't just do like that. You want to first, as you frame, you cut. Don't sacrifice the frame for trying to go fast. The next one is going to bring the other side into play. As I'm doing this drill, I'm making contact, I'm going for that cut. Now from here, she stabs me with the other hand. I'm going to intercept it with this hand that's up. One more time. I clear and cut. After I've cut, that hand is coming, and I'm going to use that same hand that's cut to intercept. Now as I make that interception, this bottom hand, which is taking this hand clear of my body, is going to come up for a cut on that arm. So one more time, super slowly. Make contact. I clear the line. I cut. After I cut, that hand's coming, I'm looking to intercept with this. As I look to intercept with this, I'm looking to cut with the other hand. I clear, I cut, and I'm also using my footwork to now move this side. Earlier I was trying to flank her this way, now I'm flanking the other way. So I'm doing my full open triangle footwork. I was here, I intercepted, I cut, I picked that knife up, and I'm going to move the other way. Clear, that knife comes, I've cut. Now this is going to be the same as all the other locks, just on the other side. This comes down, that can be another cut, I wrap, I get behind. So forearm, clear, cut, clear and cut again. This hand is going to drop down on the elbow, this hand is going to go up for that cut, I move behind, I get back into that lock. This hand is behind that head. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you learned from what you saw, please do like and share this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have anything to add to the discussion, please leave that in the comments below. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, please also leave that in the comments below. All of these things really do help out the school and the channel a lot. Like I said earlier, we've restarted residential programs, so if you want to come down to Goa, train in Pekiti with us, live with us, then check out the link that I'm going to leave down below. Thank you and see you in the next video.